Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are good. So in this lecture we are going to discuss strain displacement relation. So this is the continuous video of FEM in which I have already discussed about the introduction of FEM, then coming to plane stress condition, plane strain condition. Now in this video I am going to discuss this strain displacement relation. So what I am doing here, I am trying to establish the relation between strain and displacement by using this diagram figure. So what I have done in this figure, I have taken an element. I have taken an element, plane element, means two-dimensional element, which is in x direction as well as in y direction. This is y direction, this is x direction. And the length of the element in x direction is dx, and the length of the element in y direction I have taken as dy, because this is a small element. In x direction, the displacement that I have considered as u, and in y direction the displacement I have considered as v. And this is your a, b, c and d. Okay, this is the original one. You can find it here. This is the original one. Before displacement. Okay, this is the original one. A, B, C, D is the plane. Now after applying force, what happened? It has displaced. Elongation is there, right? It has displaced in this fashion. You can see here, this is the displaced shape. This is the displaced shape. A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. So what we need to find? We need to find the displacements, because if we will find the displacement, then only we will be able to find the strain developed in this plane. So what are the displacements? So initially what I have taken, in x direction we have taken u, and in y direction we have taken v, and the span we have taken dx and dy. So you can see here, so from here to here it is initial displacement, that is u. Okay, so now you can see this displacement from here to here. What will be that displacement that we need to find? From here to here, from here you can see this portion from here to here. What is that displacement? If we will find, then we will add this and we will get the total displacement. Similarly, from here to here, what will be that displacement? So we need to find these things. Once we will find these things, then only we will get the total displacement and then the initial displacement, and then we can find the strain. So you can see here the total displacement from here to here, it will be u plus del u upon del x into dx. How? See, in this distance, the direction, in x direction the initial displacement is u, because I have considered the displacement in x direction is u. So for this small displacement, what will happen? It will be del u upon del x into, in which direction? Into dx. A small displacement with respect to this length. Similarly here it will be del v upon del y, because this is in y direction, into dy. Del v, why del v? Because v we have considered in y direction. So del v upon del y, a small displacement, into dy. So the total displacement from here to here is nothing, u plus, because this is initial u. So from here to here if we will add, then obviously u plus del u upon del x into dx. This will be the total displacement. Similarly here also, from here to here what will be that? It will be v plus del v by del u, sorry, del v upon del y into dy. Now coming to this tilt, because the body, we have considered the plane element that has been tilted also. In x direction the angle we have taken is alpha, and in y direction the angle we have taken as beta. Okay, so what will happen? This displacement, if you want to find only this displacement from here to here, so what will happen? From here to here, what will be the displacement? See, in which direction it has been displaced? In y direction, right? You can see the displacement in which direction? Y direction. So that will be del v. But with respect to which direction? in y direction it has displacement, because initially it was like this, now it is like this, then this is the x direction, so the displacement is in y direction. From here, initially it was here, see, try to understand the thing, it was here, now the thing it is here now, this corner. So you can see this is in y direction, displacement is y, but with respect to which axis? X axis. So del v upon del x into dx. Similarly, here you can find from here to here the displacement. You can find this triangle. If you will make this triangle, then you will understand this is beta, right? So this triangle, just observe this triangle. The displacement, initially it was here, now the corner is here. So the displacement is in x direction, because this is your x direction. So the displacement in x direction is u, so del u, but with respect to which axis? Y axis. So del u upon del y into dy. Okay, from here to here. So the total will be, if you want to find from this point to this total point, so from here to here, what is that? You can see it is u. So the total will be, if you will add these two, you will get u plus del u upon del y into dx. Similarly, here also from here to here, del v upon del x into dx. And from this point, if you want the total displacement, so from here to here it is v. So the total displacement will become c, v plus del v upon del x into dx. So this is all explanation of this diagram, this figure. Now let us come to that derivation part. Okay, so we know first, before going to the derivation, let's have a formula of strain. What is a strain? A strain is change in dimension upon original dimension. Okay, change in dimension upon original dimension. So let's take it is in x direction. So in x direction, the change in dimension, the total final dimension is nothing, u plus del u upon del x into dx, minus initial is u. So this is your change in dimension. Okay, change in dimension means change in span upon original span. What is original span? Dx. So if you will calculate it, you can find epsilon xx will be, this u and u will cancel out. See, this is u plus del u upon into dx, minus, if you will do this, u minus this u. So you will get from here to here the final one, right? This u plus, this is from here to here, minus u. So you will get from this point to this point, the final one. Okay, upon dx, original, what I have taken original span, dx. So del u, now it will be del u upon del x into dx upon dx. So dx will cancel out, therefore epsilon xs will become del u upon del x. So you can see this strain in x direction depends upon the displacement in x direction, because in x direction displacement we have considered as u. Similarly, if we will go for epsilon yy also, you will get what we will get. See, for epsilon yy, what is that? V plus del v upon del y into dy, and from here to here minus this initial v. This is from here to here. Now minus v, then from here, this point to this point, what will be the distance we will get? Okay, from this point to this point, what will be the distance? V plus del v by del y into dy minus v, means it will be del v by del y into dy. This is the distance, right? So we will write here. Similarly, it will be v plus del v upon del y into dy. I am writing again same, into minus v upon original. Original was dy, because in y direction it is dy only. Okay, so this v and v will cancel out. So epsilon yy will become del v upon del y into dy upon dy. Dy cancel, therefore your epsilon yy becomes del v upon del y. Okay, so this epsilon means strain in y direction depends upon displacement in y direction, as the displacement in x direction, strain in x direction depends on the displacement in x direction. Now we are going to find gamma xy. Now what will be that gamma xy? Gamma xy will be nothing that alpha upon original means nothing dx plus beta upon dy. Sorry, it is dy, not del y. Dy. Why? Because alpha is with respect to x direction and gamma is beta is with respect to y direction. Now what is this alpha? Alpha means nothing. This, if you want to find this distance. What is this distance? This is del v by del x into dx. And what is this distance? This is del v upon del y. This distance, if you will find, we have already found this. Sorry, yes, this is the distance del u upon del y into dy. Okay. So initially I will write the complete one and then we will minus u and v, then we will get that equation. Similarly, because we are doing the same thing here, so gamma xy will be nothing. Alpha, what is your alpha? You can see alpha value. We need to find this. So total is the what? Initially the total is v plus del v upon del x into dx, and then we have, if we will subtract v from here, then we will get from here to here the distance, right? So here what we can do for gamma, v plus del v upon del x into dx minus v upon dx. This is alpha by dx plus gamma, sorry, beta. So beta is nothing, u plus del u upon del y into dy minus u upon dy. So from here v and v cancel, from here u and u cancel out. So del v upon del x into dx upon dx, so dx will cancel out, plus del u upon del y into dy, again upon divided by dy, dy will cancel out, therefore gamma xy will become del v upon del x plus del u upon del y. If you want to rearrange it, then it will be gamma xy will be del u upon del y plus del v upon del x. This is your gamma xy. This is your equation number 3, and this is your equation number 2, and this is your equation number 1. So these three equations are the relation between strain and displacement. Here the strain in x direction with respect to the relation is between displacement in x direction. Here the strain in y direction, relation between the displacement in y direction. Here strain in shear strain, because it is plane, so in x and y direction, so it is related with displacement in x also as well as the displacement in y also. So this is the relation between strain and displacement, okay, for a plane having the span of dx and dy, dx in x and dy in y direction, and displacement of u in x direction, displacement of v in y direction, and after that applying a force, it has been tilted like this. So whatever the relation between there is for strain and displacement, we have derived that. So it will be useful for analysis process in suppose if you are analyzing a one dimensional element like bar element, beam element, then obviously this will be helpful if they are asking you to find strain. So what you will do, if you know the displacement, then obviously you can find strain, and obviously if you will solve the problem, in that we will calculate the displacement first, then once we will calculate the displacement, we can find a strain also. Okay, so this is called as a strain displacement relation. So this is all about this. So in next video we will go for the shape functions, and then we will go for analysis of one dimensional element. Okay, thank you.